for one young man, this is more than a place to rest. It's where he got the care he needs, with the dignity he deserves. 235,000 Canadians experience homelessness each year. TELUS Health for Good brings medical care and mental support directly to those who need it most.
There is still a light.
Welcome to the Murray Chevrolet Cadillac 2020 ACAC Men's Volleyball Championships, live at the Lethbridge College.
Hello, welcome to the Val Mattioti Gymnasium in Lethbridge, Alberta. I'm Tyler Hay. We're here for the Murray Chevrolet Cadillac 2020 ACAC Men's Volleyball Championships. This is the third of 4 games today. We have the number 3 South SAIT Trojans versus the number 2 defending champs, the Keyano Huskies. Let's throw it upstairs to Justin for the serve.
This is The Serve. Sponsored by Elite Promotional Marketing. Here's your host, Justin Parkin.
Hello and welcome back to The Serve. I'm your host, Justin Parkin. We will send the action down to the floor soon, but first we will take a look at how the games are broadcasted. Students at Lethbridge College, including us, are getting a chance at some real-world experience. We've been working tirelessly to produce a top-of-the-line webcast for each game. Toby Drodes has more on that.
While the college has attracted quite a crowd so far during this provincial tournament, not everyone has the privilege of being able to attend the games in person. That's where the digital communications and media students come in. The DCM program focuses on many aspects of media, one of which includes live sports broadcasts. For the Alberta Colleges Athletics Conference, or ACACs, the students do everything from live hosting to behind-the-scenes camera work. George Gallant, DCM instructor, says that for tournaments like this, students are put to work for 3 days straight to cover all the games.
Every time we do one of these tournaments, it's an all-hands-on-deck for 3 days. There are 11 games. There are a multitude of positions that all of the students have to do, from camera to directing to sound to play-by-play in color to the sideline interview.
Lethbridge College hosted its first Nationals tournament in 2006. Gallant says that since they put on such a good broadcast, among other reasons, the college is continually considered for hosting future events. He also says since that first broadcast, technology has improved immensely, which allows for the show to become more advanced and include more positions. Tiana L., current DCM student, says that her favorite position is director.
Well, my favorite webcast position is definitely the director, just because I get to kind of work with everybody all at once, and I get to be right in the middle of the action, and I make calls depending on where the play is going and what cameras are working and the best shots for getting the best play for our viewers.
But no matter who's in what position, Gallant says that just like the Kodiaks, when putting on webcasts, the class is also one big team.
Just like on the court, we have a big team happening behind the scenes doing all the webcasting.
To catch all the webcasting action, keep it locked to TELUS Optic or acactv.ca. For eNews, I'm Toby Droz.
To find out more information on the digital communications and media program and what they do, check out lethbridgecollege.ca/programs. I'm joined here today by Kodiak Hall of Famer and multiple ACAC All-Conference athlete Cy Wong. So Cy, how does it feel to be back at Lethbridge College?
Oh, exciting. We've been planning this for a couple months with Todd, and getting all my teammates back in here, it's exciting to see some amazing volleyball out there. So.
Perfect. You mentioned that you had a couple of teammates that are joining you again this year. What's it like to kind of reconnect with those teammates and watch a tournament like this?
Well, we were sitting down there and we're like comparing notes, like how we used to play and how the game evolved. And they're all like, I'm giving them explanation because I still referee and everything. And I said, this game has changed since the day we play. So
You just touched on it, and that's actually bringing me into the next question here. How exactly do you think this game of the volleyball has changed over the years since you played?
I find it's like way more entertaining. Like the ball is allowed to flow a little bit more, and the guys out there are physical. Like I used to be one of the biggest setter, and now if I look on the court out there, I'm like the smallest setter. Their physicality is way better than we ever have, and they're athletic and everything. So,
perfect. Well, thank you, Sai, for joining us today. We're now going to send it over to the college to take a look at some of the new things happening on campus.
I'm so in love with you. You got me down again.
Been a day of just complete action all over the court. Earlier today we saw the Red Deer Kings move on to the second round, along with the upset of the Briarcrest College moving on along with them to play tomorrow. That's all the time we have here on the Serve. Once again, I'm your host, Justin Parkin. Now we'll send things down to our courtside crew with Michael Cake and Heather Grande. Mike, how are things going down there?
Thanks, Justin. Gymnasium is ready to go here tonight. Welcome to the courtside area. I'm Michael Cake, and I'm here with Heather Grande. Today we're going to have the SAIT Trojans get the Keyano Huskies. A side of the story that is rarely talked about as we begin the ACAC championships is the referees as much of a game changer during the game than the players are in many situations. I was able to go down and find out their perspective. So Heather, what do you think is going to happen in this game?
Really strong game to watch. Both these teams are really strong. Both teams won awards last night, even sitting second in the league. I think this is going to be a real game to watch.
And let's take it over to the referee feature. Championships in full swing. Volleyball Alberta officials are overseeing the matches. Referees will remain one of the most significant factors throughout the tournament. With 2 referees in each volleyball game as well as 2 line judges, there will be plenty of opportunity for players, coaches, and fans to potentially be upset with calls that are made throughout the matches. That adds immense pressure for these referees to make the correct calls.
It's hugely important, right? These players spend 8 to 10 hours a week in the gym at a minimum, and the referees have to make sure that they get every call right to make sure that all that hard work for the players pays off.
Jim Merrick is a veteran official. He adds that referees have to ignore the criticism that comes with being a referee. He says if calls are made based on emotion and environmental noise, it'll only make more people upset. Merrick says that the ACAC championships are the most competitive, as he's been able to travel across Canada and referee. Merrick says the refs at the championships need to have fun, as they earned the right to be there just as much as the players and coaches. And while there will always be disagreement and controversy, coaches say they know officials have a tough job to do, and they respect the work officials put in.
I think they're the ones that can control the match, right? We say the best referees are the ones that have no impact on it, right? And I think those are the ones that are the most professional and the ones that do the best job. You know that for ACACs, we're going to see a great officials throughout the whole course of the year and pick and select which ones they think are going to do the best job in the championship.
Greg Gibbos adds he feels terrible when referees get ridiculed by fans who've never been in the position of making split-second decisions on the play. The referees will be busy as they look to keep the attention on the game rather than the calls that they make on the court.
Number 17, Riley Grusin, Congress Trojans, and their head coach is Dallas Studios. He is assisted by John Kors, Jaron Mueller, J.D. Tebow, Curtis James, and Caleb Pickoff. Now the starting lineup for the Keyano College Huskies. From Erie, Alberta, 6'4", center, number 4, Chance Wilkins. From Edmonton, Alberta, 6'6", outside, number 6, Trey Weinmeyer. From Waterville, Nova Scotia, 6'6", right side, number 8, Connor Clark. From the Russian Poland, number 6'3", left side, number 10, Alex Andrzejewski. From English River, First Nation, Saskatchewan, 6'7", middle, number 10, Don Campbell. From Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, 6'8", left side, number 13, Jano Kuna. And from Sao Paulo, Brazil, 6'6", middle, number 14, Addis Silva. On the rest of the Huskies, they're coached by Ethan Kerr, and he is assisted by Tyrell Mosquito. The officials for today's game, calling the lines, Rebecca Bates, Braden Simpson, Callum Anderson, Carl Hebert. The second referee is Jordan Wong, and up high, the first referee is Travis Rye. He's ready, to Mr. Rye and his officiating crew.
Here we go as the teams will set up here to start the game. So Heather, how do you think this game's going to go?
This is going to be a very close game, I think, to the last set. We're seeing two very strong teams, and this is their first game at the tournament. They are at full energy right now.
Here is Greaves starting it off for the SAIT Trojans here with the first serve. And we are underway here at the Val Mattioti Gymnasium. And it starts off with a sloppy play there by Keyano. Andrzejewski just was not able to get the ball there.
We were able to see a beautiful serve coming in from the SAITs, and hopefully he'll be able to keep it up.
Greaves to serve again. There's a nice spike there. And another kill attempt, and it is out of bounds. Just too hard there for Keyano, as Kuna tried to go for the kill there. Here we go with Greaves again with the serve. Kuna with the kill attempt, and is blocked. Good block there by the Trojans, as Brad got that one. A quick 3-0 start here for the Trojans.
We're seeing a really strong serve right off the start, and hopefully they'll be able to push through the game with it.
Greaves has definitely done a great job so far to start this game. But that time he just puts a little bit too much on it, and it goes out of bounds for him.
Let's hope the Huskies use this to their advantage and pull some points back up.
Absolutely. Campbell's going to serve here for them. Let's hope they can get some points back here. Here's the kill attempt. It is blocked, and the point goes to the Keyano Huskies.
And these are why these teams are made for each other. Just as SAIT takes the lead, Keyano is coming right back.
Campbell to serve once again. Campbell from Saskatchewan. Kill attempt here for the Trojans. Another bounce back, and it is not being able to handled by Campbell. Nice kill there by the SAIT Trojans, as Latilla gets the kill. as he will now go back for the serve. Good back and forth start here for both teams. Kuna for the kill here. Nice down there, but it's out of bounds. He couldn't handle it fully there. Kuna with one of the best kills in the whole entire league, as he's got over 300 kills this season.
I'm not surprised. These are very strong teams, and they are willing to put in the force it takes.
Wilkins to serve. Kill attempt there. It is blocked, but it goes out of bounds. Point for the SAIT Trojans as Grusing gets the kill.
The SAITs have quite a high average for accurate kills coming into this game, but so does Keyano. So let's really see who can have a sharper eye.
Kaser to serve here. There's a light tap there. SAIT back the other way with the hit. Very nice adjustment there by the Keyano Huskies. And it is into the net. SAIT get the point. Good back and forth game once again so far.
That was absolutely beautiful to watch. You can tell that both these teams are at the top of their game.
Kaser to serve again. And is into the net. A tough point to lose there for the SAIT Trojans.
Just a little bit short, but you know what? It's better to make that mistake now than later in the game.
Absolutely. Here's Kuna for the Huskies for the serve. It's pitted up. Kill attempt there, but it's blocked. Nice block there by Keyano. Kill the block there by Wienmeyer. Kuna to come serve again. 6-5 early on here for the Trojans. Nice dig there. Nice adjustments there. Kuna gets it back up for the Keyano Huskies. Blocked there. Strike attempt, and it is knocked right into the net once again. A lot of costly mistakes so far for Keyano.
We've seen that quite a few times tonight, and hopefully they can get over that pretty soon.
Absolutely, a lot of spikes that do go straight into the net, as there's a conversation going on between the SAIT Trojans players and Grives talking to the ref there.
But Keyano does have an average of higher blocks in a game than SAIT does, so hopefully they'll start using that to their advantage.
Grusing to serve here. And it chips the net, but it goes over. A tip there, nice little tip there for Keyano.
That was a sneaky little move, but you know what? It worked just right.
Good job there by Silva, who will go back to serve now. Silva from Sao Paulo. And is right into the net. Another costly point there for the Huskies.
You really wonder how many more times they'll hit it into the net tonight before it starts to go over.
Vanderlind to serve here. Strathcona native there, and it is into the net as well. Back-to-back service errors for both teams here. 8-7 for the Trojans.
That's an easy loss of points from both teams right there.
Clark to serve. Here's the kill attempt here, but it's nice job by Kuna to dig it up. And now he's going to spike it himself. Nicely done there. Another spike attempt, it is blocked. Nice block there by Wilkins.
And that was that block I was talking about earlier. Keyano really knows what they're doing with their blocks.
Here is Clark once again. Here's a kill attempted. Nice job by Clark there to dig that. Once again. And a nice job there by the Trojans to get the ball to Attila once again for the kill.
They found the hole in the block and they used it to their 100% advantage.
Attila has definitely been their go-to so far for when it comes to kills.
Well, if it works, don't fix it, you know?
Rust to serve. And it is out of bounds. Point for Keyano on an out-of-bounds serve.
6-3-1
This game is really tied up going into it so far, and neither of the teams seems to be able to pull ahead.
Windmere with the serve. There's a tip there, and it is a nice tip there by Attila. Attila doing a great job so far in this game to find the holes.
Keyano was not too happy about that sneaky move they had right there.
Graves with the serve here for the Trojans. And that is a ace right there for Graves.
That was absolutely beautiful to see tonight, folks.
As he goes back again, as he tries to repeat that same success. Nicely done there. Nice tip there by Wilkins, but a diving play there. Wilkes gets it back over. Set up, and it blocked once again. Wilkes passes it over, and his nice little tip there by Campbell. Attila, and a nice play there, but it is out of bounds. Wilkins with another diving play, but this time it goes out of bounds for the Huskies.
Keyano tried real hard there to make sure the ball did not hit the ground, but it just wasn't enough tonight.
Here is Graves again for the serve. The Trenton Western University native here with the spike. And that is an ace once again. That is 2 aces in the last 3 there for the Trojans, and that's a timeout by the Huskies. That is a 13-9 for the Trojans so far in this game.
What do you think the Keyano coach is going to be saying after getting all those aces thrown at his players?
I think they just got to focus on communicating and trying to call the ball if it does come to them. It's definitely a beginning for them that they don't want to see getting these aces. It might be a thing to come in the future here. How do you think the Trojans are going to continue with their success?
The Trojans are a really strong team and they work together. If you look at their services, they are extremely good at what they do here, and they know that for a fact. Their kill score is high, their service ace score is high. They're just going to keep playing and hoping they can find those holes in Keyano's blockades.
Yeah, absolutely, and especially like players like Wilkins who are going to lay their body on the line to dive for these balls. Being able to find those holes where he can't dive and get it, definitely going to be an advantage for them throughout this game.
Yeah, it's definitely going to come down to how well can they close up that court. Any hole is getting used for their advantage, and they are going to drive balls as hard as they can this game.
Yeah, they're definitely going to maybe become predictable if they keep going to that Attila spike every single play. It's going to become predictable after a while, so let's see if they change it up here.
It all comes down to how fast these men are able to think on their feet throughout the set.
Here we go with Graves with another serve here. 2 of his last 3 serves have been aces. Let's see if he can continue that success. This one goes into the net, as he's not able to continue getting those aces for the SAIT Trojans. Campbell to come back with the Huskies to get a serve here. Serve is up, and it's into the net. Once again, back-to-back service errors for both teams.
You gotta wonder if it's the pressure in the air tonight that is causing these mistakes.
Yeah, definitely early on in this game. How are you feeling the pressure here as Attila is about to take another serve here? And that is in as Attila gets the ace of spades there.
That was a close one. You even see a few of the Keyano players not quite agreeing with that call.
But hey, the referee says it painted the line there, so. Attila with another serve here. That one is grabbed there. Kuna with a kill attempt there, but it is blocked.
Keyano did not take any chances with his serve and went for it right off the bat.
Absolutely, they went right for it, and Kaser doing a very good job there of finding it and blocking it for the State Trojans. Latula with another serve here. Here's Kuna getting it over, but it can't get it over as it is a State Trojans points once again. Communication errors seem to be what's going on so far for the Huskies.
Definitely, but you are see that they are trying their best. The libero even taking a hit to the ground to put that ball up.
Yeah, absolutely. They're doing a great job putting their bodies on the line, but just haven't been able to get the ball to the other side of the court. Latula once again. Wilkes with another diving effort. As he comes over to us, but he can't quite handle that one either, as the State Trojans take an 18-10 lead.
You're seeing he's going straight for the libero.
Every single time he's going to go after Burchell. Here is Latula with a serve. New Zealand native there. Wilkins gets it over to Clark. Clark blocked, up in the air, Latula saving it. And there it is with a gruesome kill there by the Trojans.
The State definitely have their feet under them now, being able to pull ahead.
Yeah, they're definitely starting to pull away in this first set so far as they are up 19-10. Latula with his 6th serve in a row here. Nice little run here for the Trojans. And that one goes right into the net, stopping their run.
It seems like this net just keeps getting in the way tonight.
This net is definitely going to be a factor in this game if it continues to block those serves. Wilkins with the serve here for the Keyano Huskies. Tella with the dig. Up, Grissom with the tap. Nice job there by Silva. Back to Clark. Clark with the spike. And it's handled by the State Trojans. Back to Clark once again. It is blocked. But it goes out of bounds. Nice block there by Kaser, but it goes out of bounds.
They kept that set very close to the net, keeping each shot very small.
Wilkins to serve again as the Huskies try to continue to come back in this game. Blocked there by Silva. Nice job there by Clark to dig it up. Wilkes up. Silva with the tip. Nice effort there by the State Trojans. Blocked up. Wilkins. Silva, but it is out of bounds. State's point.
State seems pretty happy with that tiny little error that's being made. And that's what this game is really coming down to. It's all these little mistakes that just keep adding up.
Yeah, absolutely. State's definitely taking advantage of these errors. Kaser with the serve. Kana with a thing there, and it is a nice job there by the State Trojans to get a hold of that one. Wilkes up to Silva with a spike. Back the other way. Nice job there. Clark with a nice spike back all the way. Nice back and forth here by both teams. Wilkes to Kana. Kana goes over the line as they give the point to the Trojans.
That really started off as a beautiful rally between the two teams, and you could really see how strong they both were. But once again, a little mistake has cost them a point.
Yeah, it'll definitely be nice to see the replays on that one. Yoel with the serve. A nice job there. Goes off of Silva. That's going to be a point and a kill for Grusin. And there's a timeout by the Huskies here. 22-12 for the Trojans in the first set here.
Well, the Trojans did have 3 of their players named for the South Division All-Conference last night, and it really shows. These men really know how to work together, and they play confidently as a team.
Yeah, they've definitely done a great job of communicating and really continuing to push hard on the offensive side here. They just continue to get it back and forth on this line here, getting consistent kill attempts, and eventually they do find the holes they're looking for.
Keyano has just had a lot of really small mistakes tonight, and though at the start of the game it was keeping them even with SAIT, they do start to add up, and you are seeing that now reflected in the score.
Yeah, and the Keyano team is definitely not challenging Burchell very much so far in this game, the libero for the SAIT Trojans, who again is part of that conference team.
Definitely, and he is an all-conference player, and he is a good libero, yet they are barely trying to challenge, whereas SAIT has gone after the Huskies libero multiple times now and using that to his advantage.
Yeah, they're definitely going after Ender Whiskey a lot in this game so far, and they're going to continue to do it until they can have those rallies. I don't think that Keyano can handle the SAIT Trojans so far in this game. Kaser with a serve here for the Trojans to start us back up. Kana, Wilkes, over to Silva. Silva handled once again by the SAIT Trojans. Spike here by Kaser. Kana back the other way with his own attempt, and it is hit by Kaser, and it goes out of bounds as the Huskies get a point.
We saw a bit of fire in those Huskies right there in that last rally.
Yeah, they went straight for their best kill person there was Kana, who was now serving for the Huskies. And that is another service mistake for the Huskies.
Just a little too much strength in that arm for a serve.
Definitely putting way too much mustard on those ones. Here is Goosing for the Trojans with a serve. Kana, Wilkes, and another communication error there. And that is out of bounds. Nice spike attempt there by Russ, but it just goes out of bounds. Here comes Silva with the serve.
Now serve 14, Silva.
Handled again. And Clark goes for it and is blocked once again by the SAIT Trojans.
That was a beautiful block there, and the Trojans seem very happy with what just happened.
Greaves with a nice block there. 24 for the Trojans, one more. This is a set point. Kana, Wilkes, and a spike there, but is handled by the Trojans once again. Lativa continuing to make plays for the SAIT Trojans, but once again is blocked. And it's a nice try there by Anderwitzki, but it's not enough as the Trojans take the first set 25-14. What did we see in that first set?
Well, at the start of the set, these teams came out very evenly matched, but we started to see a lot of little mistakes being made by both teams. The Trojans were able to get their feet under them and push forward in this set, whereas it seemed the Huskies just sort of seemed to fall with their mistakes.
Yeah, absolutely. The Huskies are definitely making a lot of mistakes, and the Trojans are taking advantage of it, all this communication errors that they were going to do, and let's go to look at some of our sponsors.
For one young man, this is more than a place to rest. It's where he got the care he needs, with the dignity he deserves. 235,000 Canadians experience homelessness each year. TELUS Health for Good brings medical care and mental support directly to those who need it most. There is still
Hey, I'm here with Lauren. His son is playing on the Huskies. His son is Cameron. Can you tell me a little bit about how it feels watching him play in the championships today?
It's great to have them come from down south because being way up in Fort McMurray, you don't get to see them very often live. So to have them play in Lethbridge is just great.
Yeah, for sure. What are you thinking of the game so far?
Well, we're up to a rough start, but we came into this tournament as leaders from last year, so they were chasing us. Now we got a little pressure on ourselves. I think we might perform pretty well.
All right. Do you have more family here supporting, or just you?
We have all our brothers and sisters from Cameron are here, And when the team is all here, we had them over at our place a couple days ago, just sort of a team dinner at our place, and it was fantastic. So they're very pumped to be down here.
All right, cool. Thanks so much. That's all the time we have now. Let's throw it back to Mike.
Thanks, Tyler. Definitely, like he was saying, they were coming in as champions last year. Let's look at some of the replays from the first set there. On this first one here, we have a nice serve here by the SAIT Trojans. Wilkins getting it up to Kana with a nice play there, but it is blocked as the SAIT Trojans get the point. This one, Lativa does a great job there of getting that dig. As Gaser gets the serve, but block.
We're really seeing the Trojans' ability to find the holes in every block.
Yeah, absolutely. The SAIT Trojans doing a great job blocking here, and as they get another point, they're off another kill. Nice job here on the dig. They setting up their best player, and it is blocked, but it can't quite get over the net. Wilkes giving it up to Clark. It is blocked, and it is a nice job by the SAIT Trojans to get it back up. Silva getting himself set up, but they give it back to Campbell one last time. It is blocked. Wilkes, and a communication error there, letting the SAIT Trojans set up for a spike here. So it goes out of bounds as the Keyano Huskies get the point there, luckily enough for them. Wilkes is going to start here for the Huskies.
First up is number 4, Chance Wilkins.
Let's hope the Huskies got all these mistakes out in the first set and are here to play.
Absolutely, especially coming against defending champions. To go out in the first round would be disappointing for them. Spike here, but it's blocked. Nice job, but it goes out of bounds.
Keyano is really using their block, and hopefully it'll last this set.
Yeah, their blocks are definitely getting unlucky going out of bounds every single time pretty much. As the star server so far, Graves coming up with another serve here for the Trojans. Nice job there by the libero. Clark just hitting it over. Spike attempt there. Gaser just a little bit too hard on that one, goes out of bounds. Keyano point.
Right off the bat, the Trojans are already serving straight for the libero.
Here we go with Kana for the Huskies. See if he can do better than his last attempt, where it went straight into the net. Another dig there by the SAIT Trojans. And Grusing with a nice kill there, as it can't be handled by the Huskies. Latula with the serve here. Went to the University of New South Wales, and now he finds himself in with the Trojans. And it is out of bounds. Silva coming back in the game for the Huskies. Campbell the serve for the Huskies. The Huskies are taking out their libero here. It's been a great job so far by Vanderline to get these digs. And Kana, diving effort here. Good job by the Huskies to make this hustle play here. Kana and Wilkes with the dives. As once again, Wilkes goes on the floor. Spike here and is blocked. Good block there by Kaser.
The SAIT really had their feet under them this set, and Keyano, well, they did too, but it comes down to who can block.
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely been a block party for the SAIT Trojans so far. Kaser with the serve. Kana handles that one. Silva with a nice diving effort to get it back. With a spike there. Great spike there by Rust. Kaser to go back for a serve for the SAIT Trojans. Kaser from Calgary, Alberta. Wilkes Up to Clark, and it is hit up in the air off the roof, as that is a point for the Huskies. Great spike there by Wienmeyer.
We have a pretty high roof here at the Valmati-Odie Gymnasium, so to get it that high has taken quite a bit of strength.
Yeah, actually, fun fact, we have the highest roof in the ACACs. Here we go with Clark with the serve. Nice job by Belair there to get the dig. The SAIT Trojans get it over. Wilkes setting up, and it is out of bounds for the SAIT Trojans. Get another point there off of a kill that goes out of bounds.
Can't get too excited when you're getting up there at the net, or little mistakes happen, or just too much strength.
It's hard to hit the target when you keep missing. Brucing with the serve. Kana with the dig. Wilkes setting up Silva. Good job there by the Trojans. As it is out of bounds once again for the Trojans. Another point for the Huskies. Wienmeyer for the Huskies on the serve here. Tight second set so far as it is 5-4 for the Trojans. Here we go with a kill attempt there as it's tipped over. Kana trying to set himself up. And it is out of bounds as it is a point for the Trojans. Once again, just a little bit too hard on the kill there.
That was a very close kill, and I'd say even just the teeniest bit less and it would have been just right.
Serve here for Vanderline. Wilkes up to Kana. Kana, nice spike there as it is a kill for Kana. That is one reason why he's one of the best kill people in the league. Silva with the serve here for the Huskies. Job there by Trojans to get it back. Diving effort by Silva to save it. And it is off of the pole as it is a point for the Trojans. Here comes Vanderline for the serve for the SAIT Trojans. Looks like he was limping a little bit walking over there. As they bring in a substitution as Correos comes in to serve. And Kana with the dig. Wilkes back up to Kana with the hit and is out of bounds. But it is tipped by the SAIT Trojans as it is a point for the Huskies as Wilkes will go back for the serve.
Just the tiniest touch will cost you a point.
As Carlos comes back out for Big Child once again for the SAIT Trojans. Wilkes ready to go for the serve here. Nice dig there by Vanderline. Spike there, nicely done by Wilkes to handle that one. Vanderline to Grieve. Grieve over to Lativa. Campbell up, Kana. It is out of bounds though as Kana just a little bit too hard on that one as it goes over the net.
That was lining up to be a beautiful rally, but just a little too much excitement cost them the game, the point.
The set definitely went too far for the Huskies there, just couldn't get it over to Kana. Greaves to come out in first serve as the Keyano fans go crazy as Fisker comes into the game. Out of bounds, a little bit too much on that one as the Huskies will take the service error point.
That's not the first time that has happened to the Trojans this set. They just put too much power behind that serve.
Yeah, they need to slow down on the weightlifting, that's for sure. Connor to serve here. Nice job by Vanderlee to get that one. And it is blocked, but it is out of bounds with the kill for Latula, who will now go back for the serve.
Now, last time he did serve out of bounds, so let's see if he can hit his mark this time.
Yeah, he's definitely had some inconsistency so far as a server. And he is into the net once again. Back to back for him after going 6 straight earlier in this game. Campbell to serve now for the Huskies. And Nowitzki coming out for the Huskies here. Greaves up. Easy play there for Kaser as a diving Kana cannot dig that one up. As he puts his hand up, telling his teammates that that is his bad.
Now, this is where the Trojans pulled away from the Huskies this time last set, so you've got to wonder if they just make their mistakes in the first few points and then go strong from there.
Yeah, let's see if the Huskies can show some resilience here and really show that they can come back in this contest. Kaser for the serve here for the SAIT Trojans. Nicks the net but goes over. Fisker with the kill for the Huskies. Reeve tried to get over, save that ball, but he just couldn't get there.
Sometimes when that ball's just coming that strong, there's not really too much you can do to save it.
Fisker to serve now. It seems like he's got quite the crowd behind him here. Nice job there by Latula. Vanderlide to get it, and it was blocked. Nice block there by Silva and Clark. Fisker to serve once again.
Fisker is pretty strong all across the board when it comes to volleyball, so hopefully he brings what the team is needing.
Good job there by the SAIT Trojans to dig that up as Vanderline gets it. Conha with another effort there to get the ball up. Wilkes gets it up. And Voogelen gets it down there.
Now that is the energy the Huskies were missing in the first set. If they're able to keep it up, they really do stand a chance right now.
And the SAIT Trojans are going to take a timeout here to talk about their strategy here. What are they talking about over there?
Well, I think they've just hit a moment of realization. There was no point last set where the Huskies really had a strong momentum, and the Huskies were just able to show that they are coming in strong this set, and they have shown a great energy and willingness to put their bodies on the line to win.
Yeah, the Huskies have definitely bounced back here in the second set, not making as many errors as they did in that first set. So let's see if they can continue to make a nice comeback in this set and come back in this game.
We've really seen lots of small mistakes even now from both these teams, and you've got to hope that they get that all out tonight, or that will start to take effect in the tournament.
Yeah, absolutely. This is definitely going to be a close game throughout, I think, and as this goes on, let's see if we can get a 5-setter here.
Hopefully the Huskies will able to pull through and keep this energy and momentum they have found that really honestly seem to come when number one Cameron Fisker stepped on the court.
Yeah, they're definitely, when he first came onto the court with the fans cheering behind us here, he's definitely one of the fan favorites here for the Huskies. As he's going to serve here once again, his fourth serve.
And SAIT 10, pending the serve for Keyano is number 1, Cameron Fisher.
Here he goes at the serve. Dig there by Latula. Setting up. And that is a point for the Huskies. Miscommunication there by the SAIT Trojans.
It seems to be small stumbles of the feet that is costing major points.
Visser with the serve once again. As the multiple people are going to talk to the ref here about that last play. As
we are having the first yellow card of the tournament being brought out for the Huskies.
Yep, definitely a good start there for the Huskies, even though despite getting the yellow card.
They've got the energy, but are they just getting a little too aggressive now that they have it?
Yeah, they should definitely not be arguing with the ref too much here as they want to watch themselves here. Fisher is going to serve here. Still unhappy about that last call. As Wiedmeyer was arguing with the ref. dig there by Latula once again. Vanderlee, and it is a block, but it is out of bounds. Point for the SAIT Trojans. As Gusing goes in for the serve here for the SAIT Trojans. It is a 12-11 lead for the Huskies in the second set here, as the SAIT Trojans are up 1-0 in the match. So we have some chirping behind us here from the crowd. A nice spike there by Greaves to get the point for the SAIT Trojans.
The Trojans seem to be enjoying the moment after the Huskies did get that yellow card.
Yeah, absolutely. They're definitely doing a great job just living in the moment here and playing to their strengths. Grusing gets another serve here. Visser with a nice hit over, but a nice dig there. Can't quite get to that one. A nice play there by Rust.
The Trojans have been able to use this to now pull ahead.
Grusing. SAIT's making a nice little run here. They're up 13-12 now. Handled there by Wheelander. He goes up and it gets past the wall. Nice little push over top of the wall there.
The Huskies are really able to sort of find their feet again and get their energy back up and moving.
Nice job there by Weenmare to tip it over there of that wall. He will now serve for the Huskies. Vanderlijn's got that one. Now he's going to go for a kill himself, and he tips it over. Nice diving effort there by Kana. It is a kill, but it is out of bounds. Nice effort there by Campbell.
Serve over to SAIT, 15, Brendan Vanderlee.
Vanderlei to serve here. Kana with the dig. Now getting up for a kill, as it is handled by the SAIT Trojans, but it's 3 hits there. So the SAIT Trojans lose the point there. Nice effort by multiple players there to get those for the dives.
Yes, we even see number 15 holding his elbow after he took a dive to the floor.
Vanderlyn diving there as well as Burchall. 2 diving plays there. Silva to serve here. Silva out of bounds as Burchall with a little bit of move there, showing that he's not going to get that one.
14, Rust.
Rust to serve here for the SAIT Trojans. Wenmir's got that one. A kill attempt there by the Huskies. Attila with a nice little pass over top there.
The Huskies really weren't expecting a push over the net and just weren't ready to handle it.
16-14 for the Trojans. Rust to serve again. And that is into the net, stopping all momentum for the Trojans here, as the Huskies will get a chance to serve here. Wilkins to serve. Substitutions in for the SAIT Trojans. Wilkins with the serve. And that is a hard hit there by the SAIT Trojans, as Noel definitely had an ankle, apparently according to the people behind us, he had an ankle injury in the past.
Well, it's not affecting him now if he did.
Wilkins to serve. Barely gets over the net there, as Kaser with a spike there.
The serve barely made it over the net, but that kill was just right.
That one was like a cannon coming out of a cannonball coming out of a cannon. Greaves to serve here for the Trojans. Windmere just a little bit too hard on that one as it bounces off the wall. Trojans get the point here as another ace as that is his third ace of the game for Greaves. As he goes for the full set here. And that one's too hard. Sometimes it is a little hard to get that last ace in a card game.
Sometimes, or it could just be the audience that has seemed to really taken the Huskies' side tonight.
Yeah, I wonder if the SAIT Trojans will ever have these fans get in their heads throughout this game. Kana with the serve here for the Huskies. And once again, it barely goes over the net, but that one was a little fly into the net. Kana with another serve here. That one is out of bounds. As the SAIT Trojans get the point here. As Latula will serve here.
Number 4 has had quite a off serve in this set, and let's hope he can pick it up for these last few points.
Latula with the serve. This time it nicks the net but goes over. Wilkins, Windmere, nice diving play by Latula there. Back the other way, Vanderleed. Nice diving play there by the libero, but it is out of bounds. Good effort there by the Huskies, as it seems like every single play there's someone's diving on the floor for them.
Yet with all these dives, they just aren't able to get it up.
Absolutely, they've done a great job of trying to get the ball, but no cigar. Tula with the serve. Nice dig there by Kana. Nicely done there. And Kaser gets another kill.
The Huskies have really started to open up their holes, and the Trojans have noticed.
Definitely, Kaser's doing a great job of finding those holes and getting the kills that he's been looking at all game.
The Huskies were the ones to call the timeout this time. What do you think is happening?
I think the Huskies are just going to talk about their communication here, how to make sure that they get these digs off of these kills here, and to make sure that they can bounce back on these serves. They're not being able to get them, as Kaser's doing a very good job of finding the holes once again, getting the kills. I think he's already got 4 in this set. Being able to stop that could help them throughout this.
The Huskies have come off a lot stronger this set than they did in their last one, but they don't exactly have a lot of time to turn this game around in their favor.
Yeah, it seems like the SAIT Trojans, every single time that the Huskies try to punch back, they're just going to continue to come back with another uppercut, and it just seems like that's going to continue to happen here.
The team has slowly been warming up to a stronger game, but in a tournament like this, there isn't really that time to play it slowly.
Absolutely, this is definitely going to be a game of runs here, as the Huskies need to take this set if they want a chance in this game.
We're seeing both teams head out back out on the court, with SAIT seeming quite a bit happier than the Huskies are right now.
Absolutely, they're definitely taking control of this game. As Latula will have his third straight serve here. Got there by Wiedmeyer. Up to Kana for a kill, and it is a great job there by Kana. When in doubt, give it up to Kana. He's going to get the kill for you. Campbell to serve here for the Huskies. Serve is up, and it is out of bounds, and every single time it seems like the Huskies get some momentum, they shoot themselves in the foot.
You gotta be careful of the energy you're putting out on the team. All it's taking is a little mistake, and it drags everyone down.
Absolutely, definitely gives that momentum right back to the Trojans here. As Kaser is going to serve here. Kana with the dig, gets it up. Windmeyer with the block, and it is off of Windmeyer as it goes out of bounds. Point for the SAIT Trojans. Great block there, especially to get it right back off of Windmeyer here. Kaser to serve once again. Trojans are 2 points away from taking the second set here. Kana with the dig. Fisker up. Windmeyer will try again, and this time it will get past the wall this time.
That was a sneaky little move on the edge there for the Huskies, but it was able to get right through.
Absolutely. Fisher with a serve here for the Huskies. Nicely done here. We get the dig. That is a nice spike there by Noel.
That was absolutely perfect, right into the center.
As Noel will now serve. Set point for the Trojans. Serve is up. Nice dig there by Winmare. Now he's going to get a first spike. And that is in, as it is 24-21.
The Huskies are getting their last moment to pull through.
Yeah, absolutely. Here we go with Winmare to get the serve here. Handled there once again. Matula, but it is a misdirection there by the Trojans, as is a point for the Huskies. Winmare with another serve here.
The Huskies are really using this chance to add a few more points on the board.
Another dig there by the Libero. And a spike by Rust, and that'll do it for the second set. As a 25-22 set there for the Trojans, as they take it 2-0 so far in this game. What have you seen so far?
Well, the Huskies did come in a lot stronger this set than they did in the last one, but they just weren't able to keep their energy consistent. Anytime they had that teeny little mistake, it seemed to set the team back for at least 2 or 3 points.
Yeah, now let's take a word from our sponsors.
For one child, this is more than her home. It's where she got connected to the world. 42% of low-income families don't have internet. TELUS Internet for Good connects families in need with high-speed, low-cost service.
There is still a light.
Hey, I got Jeff here on the sidelines. He used to play with the Huskies. Jeff, can you tell me a little bit about how it feels coming to support them away from home today?
Oh, it always feels good to support the boys, no matter if they're at home or away. You try to support the guys that play with you and help build you into the guy you are, so it's always nice to get out and support the boys when you can.
Yeah, how does it feel having to sit on the sidelines? Do you wish you were still out there playing today?
Right now I do, yeah. Being down 2-0, wish I could be out there and help them try to get back into this game, but third set's a new set, so hopefully they can come back and win in 5.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's about all the time we have. Back to you, Mike.
So the SAIT Trojans have taken a demanding 2-0 lead so far. What do you want to see from the Huskies in this third set?
I think the Huskies just really need to keep their energy up. It's almost been like a slow build in these past 2 sets. They're just slowly getting stronger. This is their last chance to take home a win to keep this game going. And if their energy keeps building the way it is, they might actually have that chance this time.
Yeah, absolutely. As we'll go to look at some second set replays here. Keyano with the serve here for the Huskies. Easily handled by Lindemir as it goes up. And a nice job there by Grusing to get the kill there. On this play, we have the libero with a nice bump up. As a kill attempt by Grusing, but is handled by Wilkins there. Wilkins did a very good job of digging the balls in this game so far. This play, we have a Silva serve, handled once again by the SAIT Trojans. As a nicely done kill there by Rust. Keyano with another serve here. As another Vanderlei block hit up there. Wheelmere serve here. Once again handled by the libero for the SAIT Trojans. There's a nice spike there. Here we go with the third set here. Can the Trojans take this one in 3, or will the Huskies make a road back in this contest?
The Trojans have a really strong team and strong energy. It just comes down to all these little mistakes that still seem to be happening.
And I think a lot of this has to do with the Huskies having a lot of first-year players on this team.
Yeah, definitely. They aren't playing as cohesively as a team that's been playing together for a few years.
Freeze with the serve. And that's right into the net. Good start for the Huskies as they get a service error.
And those are those little mistakes we're talking about.
But they do need these mistakes so they can come back in this game. Wilkins with a serve here for the Huskies. Attila handles that one, gets it up as it is too hard there by Noel. Wilkins to go back for a second serve here. See if the Huskies can make a run here and get back in this match. Another attempt here. Latula with a nice little push there over the net, and the Huskies can't handle that one.
Well, when you're expecting a big hit and you just get a nice little tip, it can be hard to change up your game plan on the fly.
Absolutely. Making those adjustments while in midair is definitely difficult. Latula with the serve here. And it is into the net once again. That's the third time in this match that he's gone straight into the net.
Back over to Keyano on the service. 13.
Kana with a serve here for the Huskies. And Vinderlee, and it is up in the air. Kana with a nice bump over. Silva gets it over. Set up here for Latula, and it is off of Anderlitsky's arm and out.
Well,
point for the Trojans.
Well, Kuna is one of the rookies of the year, and it does show. He is playing extremely strong on this team.
He definitely has been a great player so far in this game, as he has, once again, is one of the kill leaders. As he gets the... Van Meer gets it back over. Vanderlind gets it, but it's blocked by Visker. Latula, he's going to try again to Vanderlind. Kana gets it back up as he's going to set himself up for the kill, but it is right into the net. Point for the Trojans. Called for it, but he just couldn't execute.
Once again, the net seems to be a pretty big player in this set.
Yeah, it's definitely been the X factor so far in this game. Kaser, the serve. And it is off the net once again.
As usual, we're seeing them go point for point in this first part.
Absolutely, and a lot of these have been errors with the ball going into the net. So Silva will serve here for the Huskies. Vanderlind handles that one. An attempt there. Wilkins gets it up to Whelan. The setup, and Vanderlind just gets it over. Kana, Wilkins passes it up. Campbell with the spike off of Latula and on the floor for the Huskies.
Two Trojans dived, yet the ball didn't go up.
Silva with the second serve here for the Huskies. And that one is in. Nice job there to find the hole there.
A look of absolute shock on number 14's face as that goes in as a perfect serve.
Yeah, Brashov did not want to touch that one because he thought it was out, but the surprise on his face when it was in. Silva with the serve here. Handled by Latula. Up to Vanderlind. Blocked by Visker. Verhall gets it up, and it is into the net. Not very good communication there by the SAIT Trojans. As they bump straight into the net, not do a lot of justice for your team.
the net appears to be playing just as much as some of the players tonight.
It's more of a wall than the Huskies have been so far in this game. Petula can't handle that one and is into the wall, and that is a point for the Huskies. As Silva is fired up as he high-fives his bench.
After that first serve, he's got quite a bit of energy behind him.
Silva is definitely going to be the motor for this team, and if they want to come back in this game, Silva needs to continue to have that energy and make sure that the rest of the team has that same energy that he has, as he's going to serve here for the 4th time. Here's Vanderlind for the spike, and Visker gets the block. The energy is higher for the Huskies here, and the crowd behind us likes it.
This is the biggest lead the Huskies have taken yet this game.
They take an early 9-3 lead as the timeout for the SAIT Trojans. What have you seen so far from the Huskies?
We are seeing amazing energy come out from the Huskies. They have fire in their pants right now, and they are ready to fight for their right to be here.
Yeah, they're definitely showing the resilience that they probably showed last year when they were the champions, and they're really showing that they're defending champions and they're not going to go away without a fight.
They definitely came into this tournament with a big title on their shoulders, and they did have a slow build of energy, but now that they've hit that point where they are ready to fight, they're playing a strong game.
Yeah, they're definitely showing a good job here. They actually had a lot of expectations coming into this tournament, coming in as the defending champions, of course, but being able to have all those nerves, and I'm pretty sure they're losing all their nerves here, so I think they're going to continue to have that kind of energy that they've been showing so far in this set.
Once we saw that serve come in by number 14, the entire game shifted in energy, and the Huskies are loving it.
Yeah, Silva's definitely done a good job of keeping his energy high, and it's definitely rubbing off on his teammates.
Out of the timeout, Keyano 9, SAIT 3.
Silva will start with a serve here for the Huskies. It is 9-3 for the Huskies so far in this third set, as they try to come back as they're down 2-0. SAIT handles that one as Vanderlind tries to get it up, but it is blocked, but it comes back to him, but is a point for the Huskies. Silva, the sixth serve in this set. Handled there by SAIT. And there it is, a nice play by Noel there to stop the run by the Huskies as the Trojans will try to get back in this set.
The Trojans have definitely taken on a more serious face now that they're down by 6.
Absolutely, they're definitely looking a lot more energized and a lot more serious about their game right now. Handled by Kana. Visker gets it back up. Kana with a kill attempt. Gets it right back after the block. Widmer gets it over the net, but it's a nice job there by multiple SAIT players to get back. And that is a nice block there by Campbell. Campbell doing a great job so far in this set to carry the Huskies. Visker to serve here for the Huskies. Visker from Coaldale, Alberta. Handled there. A quick spike there. A nice surprising spike there by Rust, as I don't think the Keyano Huskies saw that one coming.
Definitely not, as the Trojans had seemed to take a step back on the court, but let's hope they can fight their way back.
Vanderlind to serve here for the SAIT Trojans. Handled by Kana. Wilkins up to Campbell. Campbell with the spike. Nice job to adjust there by the Trojans. And a nice surprise once again for the Huskies as another push gets on the floor. Vanderlind to serve again. 11-6 for the Huskies here as the Trojans will try to get back in this set and finish this game off. And Wilkins with a diving effort.
You're hearing players, teams, and the audience alike calling out number 15's floating serve, and it is a lovely floater to watch.
Vanderlyn definitely doing a great job of floating that ball in. He will serve for the third time in this set. Wilkins up to Whelan. A nice diving effort there. And it can't quite get there. Nice diving effort there by Noel, but it just can't quite get over the net.
This seems to be one of those times that the Trojans' energy just isn't as strong.
Winmere with a serve here. As we get a quick cleanup there by Greaves. Nice dig there by the Trojans. Handled there by Visker. Kana with the ball over the net. A fight there as the two men battle there for the ball, and Campbell wins it for the Huskies. 13-7 early on in this third set.
When they get really close to the net like that, it comes down to a millimeter of where your hands is positioned to see who's going to get it.
Winmere with another serve. A nice out of bounds shot there, but it just can't keep it in.
14-8 Russ.
Russ to serve here for the SAIT Trojans.
Substitution is in for SAIT number 3, Jeffrey Carrios.
Here comes Carrios in for Birch Hall as he will serve here for the SAIT Trojans. Handled there. Wilkins up to Campbell. Campbell handled by Vanderlyn. A nice little tip, but Wilkins handles that one. Up to Kana for the kill. Handled by Vanderlyn, but it is out of bounds back the other way.
We've seen quite a few balls go into the scoreboard wall tonight here.
Silva and Kana are definitely doing a great job of trying to get this team back in it as the leaders of this team despite being first years. Campbell with the serve here for the Huskies. Nice job by the SAIT. And it is a nice job there by Latula to get the kill. Greaves, the star setter here for the Trojans so far in this game, will go for the serve here.
He's had a bit of a struggle with his serve here tonight, so let's hope this one hits its mark.
And he is right into the net as he is frustrated with himself there as he slaps the ball to the side.
We've seen that move happen a few times tonight now.
Wilkins will go back the other way for the Huskies. Wilkins has done a great job of locating his serves in this game so far. Handled by Latula. Spike there. Nice hustle there by Andolitsky to get it. But it is no good there as the SAIT Trojans block it.
It came pretty close, but that run across the net just happened to lean more towards the Husky side.
Latula to serve here for the SAIT Trojans. That one nicks the net. Nice diving play there by Andolitsky. Fisker with a nice shot there, but it is out of bounds. Point for the SAIT Trojans as they try to battle back. It is 15-11. Latula to serve once again for the SAIT Trojans. That nicks the net once again. Wilkins just taps it over, but it is out of bounds as the SAIT Trojans get another point off of an error.
He's gonna have to be careful if he keeps running the ball just over the net. One of these times it isn't gonna go over.
Latula with another serve here for the SAIT Trojans. The Aussie with the serve. Kana handles it. Wilkins gets it up to Visker, who taps it, and it is blocked, but it goes out of bounds. Point for the Huskies. as they attempt to gain momentum back in this set, as they've given up the last 4 points here, so they will try and continue and win this set. Kana with the serve. The crowd behind us is rallying behind the Huskies. The block there by Silva. Great job there by Silva to read the play and block that ball.
All the Trojans were too close up to the net, and no one was able to get back in time.
Silva once again bringing the energy for the Huskies, as Kana's going to go back for the serve here. Kana serve. Handled by Latula. Spike attempt there. Visker, Wilkins, up to Kana. Kana, it is in. Great location there by Kana to get it off the floor.
Kana had a few mess-ups with his serves earlier in the evening, but now that he has his arm under control, it's looking good.
He's definitely showing his all-around game here so far with the kills and the serves in this half, as the 2-look cleans the floor. As the crowd is after SAIT for sweating. Here's Kana with the serve.
Checking in the game for SAIT, 17, Grusing. Coming out with 11, Jared Noel.
Grusing coming in for Noel, who had a good stretch there in this set. Kana with the serve here. Handled by Vanderland. Spike attempt by Grusing, but is handled there. Vanderlee will try now, and he tips it up. Wilkins gets there. Spike attempt there, and it is blocked by the SAIT Trojans as Vanderland blocks that one.
It's taken quite a minute for the Trojans to be able to get their block up against the Huskies' kills, but now that they have, they're able to turn the game.
Yeah, they're definitely putting that wall up now as they just keep on blocking these balls. Kaser with the serve. Wilkins setting up Lindmeyer, and he cannot get that over the net. Point for the SAIT Trojans as they are pumped up here.
This is the first time the Huskies have been able to maintain such a strong lead in any of these sets.
Absolutely, the Huskies are doing a great job of staying resilient here as Kaser will serve for the SAIT Trojans. Wilkins setting up Kana, and it is a point for the Trojans, as that is another mistake for the Huskies.
Let's really hope that these little mistakes aren't coming back into this game.
Kaser with his third straight serve. Wilkins setting up Visker. Handled there. Grusing with the kill attempt, and it is in. He paints the corner. Good job there by Kaser, who's now going to go back, and there's a timeout for the Huskies. What have we seen so far from the Trojans here to make a comeback?
Well, the Trojans really dropped their energy for quite a while there, but now they've been able to pull back, and they're trying to bring this energy strong back into the game.
Let's look at some highlights from this set so far. Wilkins with the serve here. As it is a nice spike there, but is out of bounds. As the Huskies do a great job of not going for that one. Wilkins, Kano, the spike, and it is a great job there to get the kill. Kano's doing a great job of digging up these serves so far for the Huskies.
We've seen quite a lot of digs tonight. It makes me feel like I'm almost watching a remake of Holes.
Absolutely. Windmere with a block there. Good adjustment there by Greaves to get the ball back up. And another block there, and a great block there by Campbell as he flexes his muscles. Kaser with the serve here for the SAIT Trojans.
Let's see if he can keep this serve streak going.
Visker with a nice little hit there. It is out of bounds. SAIT Trojans are pumped up here.
They've been able to make quite a turnaround in these past few serves, bringing the game back to almost even.
Yeah, it is 18-17 here as Clark comes back in the game for the Huskies.
Compared to the very strong lead that the Huskies held earlier.
Absolutely, I think it was 18-9 at some point here. Kaser, they serve there. Silva with the spike. Kaser handled that one. Vanderlind with a nice job, but it is blocked as it is a point for the Huskies there. As Kaser does not like that, he's going to talk to the ref about it. He just nods his head in agreement.
Just making sure that he made the right call, I guess.
Absolutely. Can't go wrong with talking to the ref a little bit. Silva here with the serve. Nice spike there by Grusing. And that one was too hot to handle for Wilkins. Wilkins done a great job of digging up balls, and that one was just too hot for him to handle.
The Trojans have really found their strength once again in this game.
Grusing with the serve. Very tight set here as it's 19-18. Kana has that one. Wilkins up to Clark. Clark is blocked, goes out of bounds.
When the Trojans put up that wall, it gets really hard to get through, but they don't really have too much control on where it goes after they hit it.
Absolutely, as Clark goes for the serve here, as the Huskies will look to close out this set. A quick spike once again by Rust, and the Huskies are struggling to figure out these Rust spikes.
They really seem to stay in the center area of the court, which predominantly has a lacking amount of players in it.
Absolutely. Especially them thinking it's going to the far corner and Rush just jumping up and with the quick one. Wilkins up to Windmeyer, and it goes out of bounds as the coach is pumped up about that one. This is 2019 as the Trojans regain the momentum. Vanderlind to serve for the SAIT Trojans here. Handled there by Alowitsky. Windmeyer gets it up, and Gazer cannot handle that one.
As I said, that scoreboard wall seems to take quite a few balls.
Windmeyer with a serve here for the Keyano Huskies. It is 21-20. And it is into the net. That is a costly mistake there by the Huskies.
You would really hope that by this point in the set, they would be able to get over the net.
Russ to serve here for the SAIT Trojans as it is locked up at 12 here. And that is into the net as another costly mistake here on a serve as the Huskies regain the momentum right back.
It could truly come down to a net point at the way this set is going.
Campbell will try to get it over the net here for the Huskies. Handled by Vanderlind. Here's Latula tipping it over, but Wilkins has that one. Over to Kana. Kana hits it. Nice job there. And it is a nice play there by Grusing, but it goes out of bounds. Point for the Huskies. They are 2 points away from taking this game to a fourth set.
At least the ball was able to get over the net this time.
Timeout for SAIT as they will try and talk their way back into this game. And how do you think they can do that on the court?
Well, they did come back really strong, but it is these little mistakes that keep happening. They're tipping it out, they're hitting it into the net, and that is costing them.
Yeah, all these service errors are definitely going to pay a toll if they don't continue to make these mistakes. But I genuinely think that if they can come back in this set, it'll definitely take a lot of work for sure.
Definitely. You would really hope that by the third set, they would be able to get it over the net consistently.
And maybe it's the crowd getting in their head here, as there has been a lot of chirps throughout this game from the crowd, as they're clearly on Keanu's side here.
The Huskies definitely are the crowd favorite, as we've heard quite a few people have come down to visit them today.
Absolutely. Definitely have a lot of fans here as the Lethbridge College here is hosting the event. And Keyano continues to have a good fan base as they will come and show out for their boys, as the guy in the interview said earlier.
It's good to see, and apparently there's just not a strong SAIT fan base here.
Which is surprising because Calgary is only 2.5 hours away.
You would think they'd make the drive.
Absolutely, as Campbell started up here for the Huskies. Vanderland has that one, bounces very high and goes over the net to Silva. Wilkins over to Kana. Kana blocked, but it's out of bounds. Point for the Huskies as Kana gets another kill.
That free ball was costly from SAIT as it gave the Huskies complete control over that.
Yeah, and the Huskies have definitely done a good job of having that offense going throughout this set. Set point for the Huskies here as Campbell will serve. Batula, handled by Clark, up to Kana. Kana ends this set. It is a 25-21 win on this set for the Huskies, 2-1.
The Huskies were able to turn around and bring it back, especially with Campbell and that serving run.
Yeah, they're definitely doing a great job to show that resilience that they showed and showing that championship pedigree that they had in the past.
They are a very young team, but as they're getting a chance to play together more, you are seeing it, and they are starting to work together.
And let's go to our sponsors here.
This wasn't just a place to eat. It's where she got a call with the support she needed. For youth leaving foster care, their phone can be their lifeline. TELUS Mobility for Good gives them a free phone and plan to stay connected to what matters most.
There is still a light.
I'm here with Tracy Hemsing. Tracy, tell me what brings you out today and who you're cheering for.
I'm here watching SAIT play. My nephew, number 7, Maddox Greaves, plays sets for them.
All right, and did you come with a crowd down to Lethbridge here?
Yeah, we're from Rolling Hills in southern Alberta, but they're from Calgary and with my in-laws family. So.
All right, and how do you feel about so far?
It's good. We're the SAIT boys need to pick up on their serves a little bit, but they'll come around. Yep, we're playing well. Maddox is setting very well.
All right, cool. Thank you so much for your time. That's all we have. Back to you, Mike.
SAIT Trojans currently have a 2-1 lead here as the Huskies took away the sweep for them. What can you expect in this 4th set from both teams?
Honestly, I really think it's anyone's game now. SAIT did come in here really strong, but the Huskies definitely turned it around last set with a very strong fire in their pants to win.
Absolutely. Both teams are definitely doing a great job of going to the replays here as we will go to the replays. Kana with a nice dig here to Wilkins, and Campbell will get the spike here as it is going to be adjusted here by the SAIT Trojans. And a nice little dink play there to get it over the net there by Greaves. Kana with a nice spike there. Is adjusted though as a play there, both teams trying to push it, and Campbell wins the fight over Greaves. Serve here. Great job by Latula, but it's blocked and it goes out of bounds as Latula will get the kill on that play. Fisker with a hit there. Goes over. Drusing will get a hit here as it is too hard as he paints the corner actually. Silva with a spike there, but it's handled by Kaser. As Vanderland will get the chance to spike it there as it is blocked and will be out of bounds. Point for the SAIT Trojans there. Here we go with the 4th set here as the Huskies will try to continue their comeback with Campbell serving the ball. Handled there. Spiked by Grusing. Clark handles it, but is a point for the SAIT Trojans.
Campbell was their star server last set, but a little mistake has already put him back into rotation.
Absolutely. Another server who's had some success so far in this game has been Greaves, as he will serve again for the SAIT Trojans. Kana gets it up. And now he'll get a kill himself, but it goes out of bounds. Nice dodge there to get out of the way by Brissett. Greaves to serve once again. And that nicks the net and goes over, as that will be an ace of spades for him.
I think that's the first time this game that when a ball has gone into the net that it's gone over.
Absolutely. There's been a lot of times where it's either next to the net or hit the net, and I think these guys have to get it a little bit higher. Here is Graves once again. As this time it goes into the net and bounces back the other way. Got a little bit lucky on the first one, but no dice on that one.
That's a really odd thing to have at the start of the fourth set.
Wilkins to serve here for the Huskies. Floats it over. Graves gets it up. Brusing with a nice kill there as he finds the middle of the court.
There always seems to be just a little bit of empty room there, and he notices it.
Batula with the serve here for the SAIT Trojans. Kana handles that one. Wilkins sets up Kana, but it is a point for the SAIT Trojans. Batula will serve again for the SAIT Trojans. It is 5-1 early on.
He's had quite a strong serve here this game, and it's nice to see he's been able to rein in his arm.
Batula. Kana again with the dig. Wilkins up to Silva. Silva gets the kill right back for the Huskies. Kana to go to serve now. Kana serve. Does not make it over the net.
For a kid with such a strong arm, that's an odd occurrence to see.
Especially because he shows that arm when he gets those kills, and he can't get the ball over the net on the serve.
Maybe it was just all those times where it went out of bounds on serve.
Absolutely. Kaser with the serve here for the SAIT Trojans. Wilkins up to Wilmauer. Nice job there. Brusing with a kill once again. That's his second already in this set. SAIT Trojans doing a very good job of changing it up with their killers here.
Definitely, they've taken a really strong lead at the start of this set, which is uncommon for what we've seen so far.
Kaser with a serve here. Alowitzki handles that one. Gets it to Wilmeyer. And Latula tries to get it over the net, but he just can't. A diving effort there by Greaves, but he can't quite get it. Silva will serve for the Huskies.
The Huskies are going to want to hurry to turn this game around.
Absolutely. If they want to get back in this game, they definitely got to start showing that offensive prowess they showed in that third set, sorry. Atula, Graves, and a hit there. Wilkins gets it back to Kana. Kana up to Clark, and Clark is blocked there by Rust.
That was a little bit of a kerfuffle on the floor, and yet the ball slipped through.
Absolutely. Huskies are doing a great job of trying to stay aggressive and dive for these balls, but sometimes they just can't get the ball back up.
They don't seem to have lost their energy yet, even with the Trojans having a 5-point lead.
Absolutely. Here's Grusling with a serve here for a SAIT. Kana, Wilkins, up, and it is a whiff there by Campbell as he can't, and it's a swing and a miss.
That was down to the tip of a finger to see who was going to be taking that point.
Grusing with another serve here. Grusing from Canada West here. Nowitzki handles that one, but it goes into the net. Trying to save it was Wilkins, but he just can't, as there's a timeout for the Huskies. A well-needed timeout, as it is a 10-3 lead so far in this set.
We're really seeing the Huskies fall behind right
As
now.
we're going to look at some highlights from this set so far. And I guess we do not have quite the replays yet, as we will continue to talk about the Trojans here.
The Trojans have come in extremely aggressive this set, which is very surprising as we have not seen this tactic used so far.
Yeah, they've done a great job of staying aggressive throughout this game and using different people who they want to get the kills for. They've definitely done a great job of going back and forth throughout and trying to set it up, trying to stymie that defense.
Yet we've noticed the biggest thing is the second the Huskies leave an open hole center on their court, the Trojans come in and use it every single time.
Which is why I think we're seeing a lot of these diving plays, because the Huskies are leaving these holes and they're trying to get them, but they just can't quite get there.
We haven't seen the Huskies completely give up energy yet, but it has to be hard with the Trojans taking such a strong lead early in.
Yeah, they've been doing it all game. Every single time a punch comes their way, they just block it and come right back with a sucker punch. Here we go once again with Grusing with a serve here for the SAIT Trojans. SAIT looks to close out this game here. Clark with a tip, but it gets blocked by two SAIT players. Back the other way to Winmare. Handled there. A quick push there by Russ. Nice diving play by Wilkins to keep it alive. Kana with a shot, and it is in. A nice shot there to paint the corner by Kana there.
We saw quite a few Husky players hit the floor to get the ball over this time.
Absolutely, that was a beautiful dive there by Wilkins to get that ball back up.
Substitutions are in for Keyano,
Tremblay to serve here. Tremblay from Fort McMurray, Alberta, coming into the game to serve for the Huskies. Petula handles that one. A nice play there as a surprise push there by the Trojans. Once again fools the Husky defense.
As I said, anytime the Huskies leave open that pretty little hole, the Trojans find it.
Brissett to serve here for the SAIT Trojans. That one goes out of bounds, point for the Huskies. Service errors continue to be the story in this game.
Getting a little too excited by their lead and putting just too much sugar with it.
Winmere with the serve here for the Huskies. Petula gets blocked by Campbell. He's going to try again. He gets it over. Nice job there to dive for the ball is Winmere. Kana with his kill attempt there. It gets over the brick wall there, and he gets the point.
Kana definitely ate his Wheaties this morning, as he has the strength to show it.
Winmere to serve here for the Huskies. Greaves gets it up to Latula. Latula with a nice kill there for the SAIT Trojans.
The Huskies really have to stop leaving these holes open.
Absolutely, they're definitely leaving those holes wide open for the Huskies to come in and get the ball in there. Russ with the serve. Quick spike there, and a great job there by the Huskies to stay unpredictable there, as Silva's going to come back into the game, as Campbell will leave after having an impressive start. And as I am corrected, as it is Androwski coming out of the game. Campbell to serve here for the Huskies. Latula, Graves up, nice push attempt there, but it is blocked. Great job by Silva to once again be the energy this team needs.
Let's hope they can light that fire that they had last set and push through.
Campbell to serve here once again for the Huskies. He's done a very solid job so far serving the ball. Nicely done there. Latula get the dig. And a nice claw attempt there. And a great job by Greaves to get it over the net. Good timing to jump there and overpower Silva for the ball. Greaves will now go back to serve.
Let's hope this time it goes over the net.
Greaves for the SAIT Trojans. Gets it over. A nice hard spike there. Gets past the wall. Actually hits the Alberta flag there.
There wasn't much of a chance there to stop that one.
That one was an absolute bullet from Greaves. He'll try to redo that one. He gets another bullet, but it's handled by Fisker. Fisker will now get the kill attempt, and he is blocked as the SAIT Trojans are pumped up there. A nice block by Kaser.
The Trojans have finally seemed to iron out all those little mistakes they had early on.
Absolutely, they've done a very good job of continuing to stay with their game plan and continue to get these blocks. As Greaves will get another serve here. Anderwitzki will try to get there. Not gonna lie, a camera we have here might have stopped a dive on that one. A timeout by the Huskies here. What have we seen so far? All right, let's look at some replays here from the set. He set a serve there as it comes back over the other way. Silva, Wilkins, over to Kana, who will get a shot there and a nice kill there from Kana as he is pumped up after that one. Kana with a nice dig this time. Wilkins will set up Silva, and this time a nice diving effort there by SAIT, but they can't quite get it back up. And Wilkins with a dig. Kana up to Clark, who will try, but it is blocked as the Wilkins cannot quite get that ball back with the readjustment.
SAIT definitely showing off their hops in that last rally.
Wilkins always seems to be in the plays here as he gets it over to Winmere. As a nice adjustment there by the SAIT Trojans, and they will get a nice push there by Rust, and it will be a point for them on that one. 16-8 going through the halfway point of this fourth set here as the SAIT Trojans will serve.
Let's hope that timeout was what the Huskies needed to turn their energy around.
Absolutely. As Graves will serve here for the SAIT Trojans. And it's right into the net, a bullet right into the net.
He had been able to avoid it for quite a few serves, but once again, his ball found the net.
Well, eventually, when you're hitting the ball that hard, eventually it won't get the air that you want. Fisker for the Huskies. And that one is out as he can't quite get it on the line there. Atula with the serve here for the SAIT Trojans. The Australia native to serve. Nice diving effort there by Winmere, but he can't quite get that ball up for the Huskies.
Early in this game, we saw him with a bit of a wild serve, but he does seem to have it pretty level now.
4 sets in, and Latula finally looking good with his serve in this game. Kwok coming in for the first time for the Huskies. Latula serve for the SAIT Trojans. Kana gets the ball up with a dig there. Visker with a nice job there, digged up by Latula, as it is a swing and a miss for the SAIT Trojans, as Kaiser just can't get that one.
Service to 13.
Kana for the Huskies here. 18-10 as the SAIT Trojans are 7 points away from closing this game out. Grieve up, nice job by Grusling there, but Visker gets it back up. Silva gets it back over. Grieve, Benair up to Grusling, and he gets the kill for the SAIT Trojans as it is 19-10.
The Huskies are still putting in quite a bit of energy, even with the Trojans holding a 9-point lead.
Yeah, they're trying to stay in this game, but it is quite hard when the SAIT Trojans are finding their spots throughout this whole entire set.
The mistakes that we saw in the first 2 sets from the Huskies seem to have returned, even after such a strong third set.
Absolutely, they definitely had a good job of coming back here, and I think the SAIT Trojans have adjusted very well after that kind of a lost third set for them. Casing with a serve there. Andowitsky gets it back up. Kana with a serve, with a spike. Grusing, and it is in as he gets it to the back corner there for the SAIT Trojans.
Once the Huskies started moving forward to adjust for the hits, the Trojans once again adjusted to get around Husky defense.
Here comes Kaser with the serve. Cock just make a mistake there. Squatch makes a mistake there for the Huskies, and the Trojans are 4 points away from the win.
That was a dangerous mistake that just got made and could have cost them the win.
Kaser for the SAIT Trojans. Wilkins gets it up to Winmere. Nice job by Latula to get that one, but it's a spike down by Silva.
We've seen a few free balls happen in this game, and every time the team eats it.
Silva doing a very good job there of adjusting to the play, reading the play, and getting that kill. The Sao Paulo will now get the reserve. Grissing gets blocked, but Latula somehow keeps that one up as the Trojans get it back over. Kuna, Wilkins, up to Winmere. He's blocked by Grusing, but he recovers and gets it back. A spike attempt there by Campbell. A spike attempt there by Grusing, and the Huskies can't quite handle it as that was a quick back and forth there by both teams.
We saw the Trojans have quite a little bit of a flub up, yet they were somehow able to turn it around to still work in their favor.
Yeah, that was a great quick little rally from both teams there as spikes going back and forth. Grusing with a serve here. A nice push there. Point for the for the Trojans.
We see that the Huskies just might have touched the top of the net, losing them the point.
Trojans 2 points away from ending this one. Grusing to serve. The serve handled by Androwitsky. Spike there by Campbell, and he's seen enough of this rally by the Trojans, and he gets that kill.
He took a play from the Trojans' own book and found the hole and used it.
Here's Clark with the serve for the Huskies. Spike by Grusing, not handled by Andowitsky, and that's a point for the Trojans. Game point. Serve here by the Trojans. And that is out of bounds. A costly error there. Could come back to bite them later, even though it is a set point for them.
Just getting a little too excited near the end of the game.
Winmere with a serve here for the Huskies. Try to get the team back in it. Up to Latula, and Latula ends the game. It is game for the Huskies. They have won, and we'll move on to the next round.
Once you see that ball go up to Latuva, you know it's going to hit its mark.
Absolutely. He did a great job of finding his areas every single time and finding those holes and really hitting that ball on the mark.
We saw both teams having to iron out a few mistakes tonight, but it just seemed that the Trojans were able to continuously keep a strong game.
Yeah, definitely. Both teams did a very good job of trying to keep that energy, but after it all, Trojans just showed to be the better team.
The Huskies is a very young team, and they are still learning how to play with each other on the court. When they are able to work together, they do come across as a very strong and formidable foe.
Absolutely, both teams definitely showing why they deserve to be here, but once again, Trojans, better team here today.
They definitely showed that throughout the day. Though the Huskies were able to turn it around, the Trojans, as I said, were just consistently better at proving their game and keeping their energy strong.
Yeah, definitely. I think the Keyano Huskies came in with a lot of expectations that they were going to go back-to-back. And I think now it's going to be tough for them, obviously, being out. But I think they showed a lot of heart in this game, and I think that now that we're going to have a new champion, it's going to be very entertaining for the rest of this whole entire tournament.
Well, honestly, I would probably expect to see them back here next year once they are a more mature group of players.
Absolutely, and let's go over to the Player of the Games awards.
And the player of the game, and player of the match for SAIT, number 7, Max Congratulations, gentlemen, and thank you, Mr. Ogden and Mr. Ryder, for making our presentations. The win for SAIT is into the game tomorrow night at 8 p.m. They'll play the winner of a match coming up between Lethbridge College and Lincoln Westers.
SAIT Trojans definitely excited there to watch their player get the Player of the Game award.
There was definitely no surprise heading into Player of the Game, as both teams did have extremely strong and very obvious leaders in their team.
Yeah, definitely. The Player of the Game definitely did a very good and we're going to go to some replays throughout this game here. Tula did a great job throughout this game getting the digs for the team. As once again, Andovisky just couldn't get the job done when it came to those digs. On this play, a nice serve by Campbell, handled by Latula once again. As a play there, push, but a nice block there by Silva. Here we have another serve here by Campbell. Once again, handled by Latula. And a nice sneaky play there by the SAIT Trojans to continue to do a great job there of having those trick plays that might help them win the game. And they really did a great job of executing those sneaky plays. There's a block there by Latula, and he flexes his muscles as that is a great play by him.
You definitely see the Trojan wall go up once they find their feet.
Here we go, as Reese will be the last.
Here, the player of the game for the Trojans. Tell me how it feels to get the win tonight.
I mean, it feels real good. I think we're really excited to kind of showcase what we got. We've been working hard all year, and you know, to get to this stage, and I think we showed up, and I kind of think we showed what we got to bring here. So I'm excited moving forward.
All right, tell me how it feels being here in Lethbridge with a big crowd.
Yeah, I hope we get to play them tomorrow. I mean, we live for the big atmosphere as athletes, so I think we're looking forward to it, and the chance to play in front of a big home crowd. I think we're eager. We kind of want to be the Bad News Bears coming up. So.
All right, thanks so much. That's all the time we have. Back to you, Mike.
And that is all from us today at the ACAC. That's all from us for the first game here at the ACACs. There's going to be a second game here as the Lakeview Rattlers will face off against the Lethbridge College Kodiaks at 8 o'clock here. That's all from us here. Have a nice time.
For one child, this is more than her home. It's where she got connected to the world.